It's now the top of the hour, and you're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
All right, good morning, 7 o'clock now, getting us started on this Tuesday morning. Well, as we were talking about over the last couple of days, the rain is with us this morning. Here it is, my friends. So if you're getting ready to hit the road, just know that we have the rain showers that are going to be with us here through the morning hours. And that's going to be with us also throughout most of the day today. Now, the wind is going to be the other side of the story, and we're going to be talking much more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Right now, though, I want to go ahead and take you outside and show you the TDOT SmartWay cameras here. No major incidents on the roads here to get the day started, so that's good news to pass along. We'll come down to right around the West Hills area. This is 40 and Wise Garber as we highlight the road conditions there. And again, wet roads to get the morning started, but that really is going to be about the extent of it so far, and shouldn't have any major travel concerns here this morning. But again, if you don't have great tires on your car, something to keep in mind here through the day today. Other than that, we will continue to see those rain showers. You can see on the graphics, the rain is going to continue to be with us here this morning. And so while not everybody is getting the rain so far, everybody's going to get some sort of rainfall before the day is over. So, yeah, grab the rain gear and the umbrellas. You're going to need those for sure. But once again, no major severe weather threat with this one single bit. Could have a couple rumbles of thunder here or there. And I think that's really going to be the extent of it. So let's go ahead and talk about those weather headlines. We'll take you downtown to downtown Gatlinburg here for a moment, where we do actually have some nice dry conditions here so far, but it's not going to stay that way. Some folks enjoying a nice little walk in the downtown area of Gatlinburg, and we'll switch over to Hardin Valley. We've already had some pretty good downpours here at the East Tennessee Weather Studios, and some wet roads and some slow-going conditions in Hardin Valley here this morning as well. So today, the showers are going to be with us with a few isolated thunderstorms, but no severe weather threat whatsoever. We're going to be clearing behind the cold front throughout the day tomorrow. And actually, tomorrow is going to be a decent day temperature-wise, but a trough's going to dig in on Thursday. What does that mean? That means it's going to cool us down. And so we are looking at some cooler temperatures to return to the area just for one day, because Easter Sunday, or Easter weekend, I should say, the entire weekend is looking absolutely amazing. Hey, by the way, temperatures as you step outside this morning feels pretty good. Have you been outside yet? Well, I've let the dogs out, helped the kids get ready for breakfast. They're off to school now, but temperatures are now trending anywhere from 5 to 10, 15 to 20 degrees warmer than what we were yesterday morning. So when you look at the numbers, we're in the 50s. Now, we've had some extremely strong winds, up to 80 miles per hour already at Camp Creek in the higher elevations, and that's where we do have that wind advisory in place. We'll talk more about that here in a moment. So we've seen the rain showers already with us this morning. Here's your future cast. It's going to be a slow progression from west to east. So as we get into the lunch hour, the rain's still going to be with us. Lunch hour into the 3 o'clock hour, still probably some lingering showers, especially across the mountain counties, upper East Tennessee. So as some of the kids head home from school, likely to be on the wet side. But as we get into the evening rush hour, 5, 6, 7 o'clock tonight, most of the rain's going to come to an end. Now, Tri-Cities area, upper East Tennessee, up near Washington County, Cott County, maybe could see a few lingering showers as we get into the evening, but I don't think it's going to be a whole lot. So we are going to be trending on the drier side. Plus, we have the wind that's going to be with us, and that's going to help to evaporate the moisture. So I don't think the roads I don't think will be as wet as they are this morning. How about that? But in the wake of this system, we're going to pick up anywhere from a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, and maybe even more in some locations. And so the rain's going to be with us throughout the day today. Temperature-wise, it's not bad, actually. We're starting off with temps in the 50s, as we just mentioned. By noon, we're going to see those temps climbing to the low 60s. Average highs for this time of year are in the mid-60s. So we're going to be trending a couple of degrees below average, with all of our highs in the 50s and 60s, okay? So a little bit cooler than what we were yesterday, a little bit below average. That trough is going to dig in, and that's going to bring us even cooler weather by Thursday, as I mentioned. But the evening hours, if you have dinner plans tonight, any outdoor events going on, I think, again, as we get closer to 4, 5, and 6, the rain starts to slowly wind down between 6, 8, and 10. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of rain left around the area. Now, remember, we've got the wind. So the wind's going to be with us throughout the day today. So we do have wind advisory still in place through 2 o'clock this afternoon, and a high wind warning, not a watch, a warning in effect for the mountains of East Tennessee, where we've already seen winds up to 80 miles per hour. And so that still is going to be the trend through the next several hours across the mountains. Actually, we don't really start to see the winds relax until we get closer to 3, 4, 5 o'clock today. And then as we head off to bed tonight, the wind will definitely relax. But it is still going to be a rather breezy and gusty day, especially across the foothills and the mountains. 3-day forecast, like I mentioned, we're going to warm to near 70 tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Decreasing clouds. We'll call it just partly cloudy in general tomorrow. But that trough's going to swing through on into our Thursday. So let me take you to the big picture pattern and show you what I'm talking about. Everybody's getting wet today. The rain fades away through the weekend, and it looks like we're going to stay dry as we get into the start of next week. So nice little dry weather patterns on the way, which is going to be nice. This is the big picture, right? So we pick up our timeline here at 7 o'clock this morning. The current time is 7:05, by the way. Checking that always so you don't run late here this morning. But our next rainmaker, that's the cold front moving its way through the area today. You can see how the rain's going to be pushing its way from southwest to northeast. So if you have any travel plans around the region, well, you're going to have to contend with the rain. If you're going up 75 into Kentucky, if you're going down into Georgia, going into the Carolinas, Virginia, you're going to run into some rain showers throughout the day today. So that's just going to be the general consensus around our region, where many areas will pick up over a half an inch of rain, maybe some even higher than that, especially closer to the outer banks of North Carolina. Okay, so now that takes us through 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, right? So let's pick up our timeline 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. See the purplish area, that's a big trough. As I expand, you'll start to see that cooler pocket of air that's going to swing its way through. That comes through on Thursday. And that's what's going to drop our temperatures. That's why our temps will drop on Thursday into the upper 50s. But then that ridge out across parts of Colorado and the southern Great Plains, that's going to be moving its way into the area just in time for Easter weekend. So temperatures come up to near 70 tomorrow, back down into the upper 50s on Thursday, and then we'll stair-step our way back into the 60s and 70s as we get into the upcoming weekend. So it's really going to be a nice Saturday, a perfect Easter Sunday ahead of us, and we're going to stay rain-free. We could see a little bit of frost developing early Friday morning as that trough comes through on Thursday, lingering colder air and clear skies. And that's going to help to drop our temperatures as we get into our Friday morning. But then those lows come back up. If you typically do the sunrise service on Sunday, we'll start off near 50 degrees. And Sunday afternoon, we're going to top out in the mid-70s. So a really nice weather pattern is on the way. Hey, don't forget, if you're new to this platform early in the morning, we do wake up with Witcher at 7 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday. We do take the weekends off unless there's severe weather expected. But today's going to be a good day to download. If you've not downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app, a good day to do so. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Look for the orange TN and the white lightning bolt. Can't miss it. But the interactive radar is going to be a great tool for that. When you open up the interactive radar, it's going to show you alerts if you have alerts checked on. But watch this. If I expand the view, if you push play, it always starts with the current view, and then it goes back 2 hours into a past 2 hour radar, and then goes into a future cast of 2 hours. And so that's going to give you a good idea, maybe if you're grabbing lunch and it's pouring outside. Okay, well, how long is this going to be pouring for? Well, click on the interactive radar, and you'll get exactly what you need to know before you head back to the office after lunch, or if you're at the office and it's getting ready to pour, or it's pouring before you get ready to head home for the day. Maybe, oh yeah, cool. Maybe just about 15 more minutes and we'll be good. So the interactive radar is going to be great on a day like today for any of the rain that we're anticipating around the area. All right, my friends. Oh, by the way, I wanted to do something fun today, and we'll try to do this. A friend of mine does this in New Jersey who's doing this as well. I thought this would be kind of fun to do. Let's talk about national holidays. Always kind of creates a conversation. So let's the national holidays for the day today. We've got Epilepsy Awareness Day. Do you know anybody that has epilepsy? I've known a couple people through my life. It's kind of a weird experience to see somebody have a seizure. But I got a friend who's had seizures, was discharged from, I think, the Navy, and because of his epilepsy, and now he's been on medicine ever since. So National Epilepsy Awareness Day. So wear purple. I didn't wear purple, so I apologize. But it's also National Nougat Day. I love me some nougat. If you join me during the holidays, I made the gumdrop nougat, which is like one of my favorite candies in the world. It's so good. It's also National Spinach Day. Maybe a good day to get the kids to try some spinach, right? Or hide that in some brownies. You can hide spinach in brownies and stuff like that. National Spinach Day. Anybody on here like spinach? Maybe cream spinach or whatever. Spinach Marie. Spinach Marie is always good, but then you kind of lose the healthiness of the spinach in and of itself. And it's American Diabetes Association Alert Day. So if we've talked about this before on the platform, my neighbors across the street, their two kids are both type 1 diabetic. Type 1, their lives depend on insulin, and it's just crazy to watch them, how much you have to monitor their blood sugars every single day. So today's American Diabetes Association Alert Day, and it's always the fourth Tuesday in the month of March. So there we go, my friends, and let's go to the chat and say hi to everybody. I've thrown out the chat on there so you can see what people are typing. You can kind of comment on there as well, but we'll go back to the top and say good morning to everyone. see how the day is going. It's so what do these rain showers do? You know, March showers bring what? April what? April allergies? Kind of make it rhyme a little bit. Oh, did you hear about the Francis Stockey Bridge? I did not hear about the Francis Scott Bridge. So TMC Weather MD is saying that on the chat this morning. So I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I guess I could probably do a little Google search and find out what's going on. Lee says a little bit of light rain so far in Powell. Not a ton here to get the morning started. Katrina's already been on social media. Now she's already joining us on the chat here this morning. So Katrina, good morning. Sure hope you have a great day. Laura McCoy got up at 4 a.m. Hey, Laura, we don't come on until 7, by the way. 7 o'clock is when Wake Up with Witcher starts. Go back to sleep. You know, you could have just turned on the 24-hour weather channel, like the East Tennessee one. That's got some nice soothing music. Probably would have just put you right back to bed. Get the forecast a little bit. Wake up with my voice once again. Patsy says the wind is howling in Cumberland County during the night and early this morning. They had a little bit of thunder and lightning around 9:30. Finally went to sleep, but the dogs were restless. Yeah. Well, at least it's no severe weather, so I'm sorry you didn't get a whole lot of sleep there last night, Patsy. But the wind's going to be hanging strong for a little bit longer. Remember, you have that wind advisory for the plateau that runs until 2 o'clock here this afternoon, and a high wind warning for the mountains. Buck says, Mike, it's not working. What's not working, Buck? Is my weather platform not on? My weather platforms are on. Buck, what are you talking about? Oh. Prayers for Baltimore. The Francis Scott Key Bridge. I see. Collapsed in Baltimore. I did not know that. Prayers for the missing people. Oh, man, that's awful. Awful news this morning. I hate to hear that. I don't have the news on a lot in the household, so I kind of miss a little bit. I do watch my friends every once in a while on social, and I try to watch some of the live streams as well. So Kay lost electricity earlier this morning around 3 a.m., but back on now. Well, at least it's back on now, and at least it's not too cold or too crazy outside. So forecaster Tanner's on here, and he said, it collapsed about 2 miles away from my weather studio. So he does. He's 15 years old, and he does exactly what I'm doing, but up in Maryland. So good on him and his friends. And one day we'll get together. Forecaster Tanner. One day we'll get together. Yeah, now I'm going to have to go watch the news. Portia's a little late riser this morning, but she's on here anyway. So good morning, Portia. Oh, wow. Buck is saying, insane news in Maryland. Major transportation nightmare, apparently, for 2 years to come. 1977, that cost $63 million to build that bridge. Today, they're estimating $2 to $3 billion to rebuild it. That's insane. And is this, I'm assuming this is a major thoroughfare to, like, the city, right? Am I wrong? Katrina, spinach in the salad. Yeah, you know what my favorite salad is, actually? There's two of my favorite salads. One is spinach salad with, the strawberries and pecans and the candied pecans on there. That's like a balsamic vinaigrette. The other one is it's a spinach and Benton's bacon salad with a warm poppy seed dressing, and that comes from Tomato Head. So if you ever go to Tomato Head, check them out. They've got an amazing spinach salad, like to die for. Probably not super healthy for you, but it is what it is, right? It's still dark on Facebook. What are you talking about? Okay, now we got some issues going on. Mine's not dark. Uh-oh. Yeah, mine's not dark. Is yours not working? Donna doesn't like the spinach. Katrina, I'm not quite sure what you're saying. It's still dark on Facebook. Oh, a ship struck the bridge at about 1:40 in the morning. Whoop. Whoopsies. That's not good. A fully loaded Singapore cargo ship lost power and struck 1,800 feet of bridge and collapsed the entire structure. That is nuts. Okay, Katrina's back on now. Roku's working this morning, right, Brian? Brian's joining us on Roku, I believe. I contacted the app developer yesterday. He goes, yep, I got it. I figured out what the problem was. He was trying to figure it out, but the chat's not working right. Well, I don't know what's going on. Well, you got the chat on the screen. Can you see that? Sandra says her Roku's working today. So Buck saying about 35,000 cars and trucks a day use that bridge, a part of the 695 corridor. Yeah, I suppose that's going to be a major snafu for folks trying to get to work in Baltimore. One of my best friends is actually the morning meteorologist for a Baltimore TV station, so maybe I'll turn on their news this morning to see what they're actually talking about. I've not even seen any of this. Kimberly's chat's not working, but Betty's is. Are we expecting much thunder? Deciding if I should medicate my pup? No, we're not expecting much thunder. Maybe a couple of thunderstorms. That should be about the extent of it. Thanks, Forecaster Tanner, for putting a little article in there. Some live video. Let's see if we can't get that live video up. Is that a live stream? Oh, wow. Have you guys seen this? Here, I can pull this up. Oh, let's do this. I think I could do this. Let's go here. And then we're going to come here. See if that worked. It did work. Look at that bridge. Watch this. This is like a little, holy cow. Let's come back. Here's the very beginning of it. Look at this. Watch this. Whoa. That is insane. That's not a good thing. Oh my gosh. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. That's going to be a major issue up there, huh? That's, geez, I hope everyone's okay. Good morning, Donna. Miss you too. But you're on the chat here this morning, so glad you could join us this morning. Let's check back in with the T-Dot cameras, make sure everything's running smoothly here this morning. By the way, it's 7:17 here this morning. T-Dot cameras, looks like everything's doing just fine here around town. We do have a little bit of a congestion showing up, obviously, at the 75 and 640 interchange there. That's always a typical slowdown, along with 640, so we're probably getting a little bit of a slowdown there at 640 and Western Avenue. Doesn't show much of a vantage point there. Let's see what it looks like there. Yeah, not too bad. Not your typical slowdowns. And then we'll come out to Pellissippi Parkway and Interstate 40, and traffic is running smoothly. Obviously, we do have the rain out there. When you look at the showers, we'll switch back to the radar to the weather maps here. And again, with the showers in place here this morning, we do have some of the heaviest rain showing up just across the western valley of the plateau along the I-75 corridor. That's really going to be the story here this morning and through the day today. So just anticipate some good little solid showers to work their way through the area. We'll also take you down to the southwestern sections of town. Anybody traveling down 75 here this morning? Got some pretty good showers working their way into Loudoun County, Kingston area. Heavier rain showers moving out of McMinn. Into McMinn, I should say, out of Bradley into McMinn County. We've got not a ton of rain in and around Knox County. We do have some across the eastern sections right now, but what's coming out of Kingston and Loudon, Lenore City will continue to work its way into West Knoxville, West Knox County anyways, from the Farragut area, and some good solid showers up. We've had some good showers anyways along the Highway 27 and 127 along the plateau. Not a ton of rain upper East Tennessee so far, but that will change as we head through the day, and all this progresses off to the east. We haven't had a ton of rain in and around the downtown area into Sevier County so far, but that obviously is going to be not the case all day long. Here's a live look in Gatlinburg here at this hour, and again, dry conditions right now in Gatlinburg, not necessarily the case showing up in Hardin Valley, where we do have the rain showers here this morning. All right, my friends. Remember, when you're at work, you can always check in on, you don't have to open the app all the time. You can actually check in with East Tennessee, easttnweather.com. And the interactive radar is right there on the screen as well. Does the same thing. You can pan, zoom, move the interactive radar around. So that's going to be a great tool if you just happen to be at work. It's pouring down the rain. You want to check in on the 24-hour channel, which you can get there as well. All right, so we're probably going to wrap things up here this morning. We sure hope you have a great day. Not quite sure what happened to my map there. Why that disappeared. Let's get that back up and running, shall we? Get those advertisers on there. How about that? Maybe we'll get it up and running. There we go. There we go. Some of the major advertisers. Got to highlight them every once in a while, right? Well, anyway, so we sure hope you have a great day. Got the music cued. If you have any questions, fire away on social media. If you ever have any comments, let me know. But make sure you just try to stay as dry as you possibly can. We'll pick up about a half an inch of rain. Generally speaking, the rain starts to come to an end after about 3 or 4 o'clock today. The wind will start to die down between about, say, 4 and 7 o'clock with some lighter wind tonight. Cooler on Thursday. Remember, cooler on Thursday. And then we'll start to see those temperatures climb nicely back to the 70s as we get into the upcoming weekend. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in for Wake Up with Witcher. It's now 7:21. Be safe, be kind to each other, travel safely. Life is short, my friends. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
When you're ready for replacement windows, we offer high-quality, energy-efficient windows in many styles and colors. We want to help you improve your home's curb appeal. Free in-home estimate with upfront prices. No games or gimmicks. No high-pressure sales tactics. Double hung, picture, slider, casement, and architectural shapes. We offer them all. We've got a window for every home and a window for every budget.
The madness has begun. Hey y'all, it's Lise from Rusty Wall Chevrolet in Clinton. You can score big with these deals. New Equinox only $28,800 or $399 a month. Or how about new 4-wheel drive crew cab Silverados only $44,700 and get 2.9% for 72 months. And don't forget, all new Chevys come with Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Together we ride at Rusty Wall Chevrolet in Clinton, where Chevys cost less.
You're watching East Tennessee Weather, powered by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group.
Good morning. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We're starting off with some rain showers, and that's going to be the story throughout the day today. So do grab the umbrellas and the rain jackets. You'll need those. Basically, for most of the day, rain will slowly come to an end as we get closer to the evening rush hour, dinner, and bedtime tonight. Then we're going to see some nice clearing throughout the day on Wednesday, a little bit warmer weather, but here comes our trough. And that's going to dig its way on in, giving us some cooler temperatures by Thursday. But it doesn't last long. Easter weekend is still looking absolutely fantastic. So let's get to work with the forecast for the day today. We'll start you off with the future cast because we have the rain showers already out there this morning. And that's really going to be the story here as we get into the late morning, early afternoon. Those rain showers are still going to be sticking with us. And so by lunchtime today, do expect some scattered showers, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder. Can't rule that out. Now, we don't have a lot of instability in the atmosphere, and so no severe weather risk is expected. By 3 o'clock, some scattered showers for the kiddos, and then there's your evening commute, dinner, and bedtime tonight. We'll start to see everything kind of quiet down. But in the wake of this, we're still looking at anywhere from about a half an inch to upwards of 3/4 of an inch or more across the Southern Valley. So some good, solid March soakers are on the way throughout the day today. Temperature-wise, not too terribly bad. We're actually going to start off in the 40s and 50s. We'll climb into the 50s and 60s. So it's not necessarily going to be a warm day per se, but it's going to be a solid average day with highs topping out in the low 60s today. And into the evening hours we'll be in the upper 50s between 6 and 8, and by 10 o'clock down into the mid-50s. So a nice evening ahead of us. Now, the other side of the story is the wind. The wind's going to be with us here, and the wind's been cranking. We already had the winds gusting up to 80 miles per hour at Camp Creek in the higher elevations. Wind advisory is still across the Plateau, Southern Valley, in the Western Valley. High wind warning for the mountains of East Tennessee, so we're going to continue to see those winds cranking, but they'll drop pretty quickly as we get into the evening hours. So I think as we get closer to the evening commute, dinner, and bedtime, not only does the rain come to an end, but the wind is really going to begin to relax. 3-day forecast will stay in the 60s for the next couple of days. Thursday, we're talking high temperatures only in the upper 50s, and that's due to a trough that's swinging its way on into the area. So we aren't going to see the rain with us on Thursday, but what we are going to see is the cooler air. So on the big scale, here's what it looks like. Our storm system at hand here this morning. So if you have any travel plans around the region, you just get a big old swath of moisture moving its way out into the area. Cold fronts to our west. So the main line of showers comes in way ahead of the cold front. Cold front's going to be swinging its way through the area tomorrow. But we don't really see much of a cool down tomorrow. That will really take place with the cooler air settling on in as we get into our Thursday. So rainfall amounts again across the entire region. Everybody's pretty much getting some sort of rainfall. Trough is back to our west. Watch this as we head into our Wednesday, Thursday time frame. Here's that trough I was talking about as it digs its way into the area. That's what's going to help to drop our temperatures. And so that's why we'll go from the upper 60s on into our Wednesday down into the upper 50s on Thursday. But a nice little ridge of high pressure builds its way back into the area, and that's going to leave us with some fantastic weather as we get into Easter weekend. Low temperatures as well. Listen, if you're doing the sunrise service on Sunday morning, low temperatures are going to be fantastic. So a nice little Easter weekend is ahead of us. Let's go ahead and highlight that Easter weekend forecast, shall we? You can't get much better than this, my friends. Good weekend to don the pinks and the purples and all that Easter gear. Temperatures will top out into the low to mid 70s. So enjoy that. Hey, by the way, track the rain with us throughout the day today. Just download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's 100% free. Go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and search East TN Weather, all one word. And the interactive radar is the greatest. Why? Because it shows you current radar, goes back 2 hours, but also goes into a future cast of 2 hours. Have a great day.